Gonna complete this one tonight. Stand by, everybody. With the baseball trade deadline being what it is and where it is, which is now complete, I figured I'd open with the one of my favorite baseball network theme songs. Something about that gets me ready for baseball. And next summer, I intend to incorporate it. Speaking of incorporating, I'm going to incorporate what I wanted to do last week before the weekend. Didn't get a chance to finish it because my beautiful wife walked through the door, gave me a kiss, and it was over. I say that very, very, very playfully, but y'all know what Dr. K does to me. Let's go. Yeah, I even got a little intro for that. How you doing, everybody? There is something I need to finish, which means I'm going to start from the top again, and that is, of course, the review that I was doing of the German woman that went in on black women since the Blue Jays won the World Series. That would be 92 and 93 when they opened the Sky Dome. And I had a funny conversation with a guest about that. Let me welcome some people here. Adric leading off. Batting second is Inspired Truth. Hitting third is Chaos Rain. Hitting fourth is Nightfall Drop, who says, you're most certainly welcome. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Barry Little is batting fifth. We haven't gotten our other four slots in the order filled yet, but I want to thank those who have checked in with me. It is much appreciated. And if you really want to help the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to help this disabled broadcaster get able again, drop me a cash app at $Tallman Dr. K50. I am working very hard to get back in the booth and get live again. And for that to happen, I got to make sure that my health is in order because, as many of you know, I have fought and have beaten cancer, blood clots in both my lungs, coming back from kidney failure and an amputated toe, big toe. And I've also made the decision, with tomorrow being the 31st of July, which is my son's birthday. Happy birthday, Dakota. I love you. And also being the last day of July, I'm going all in on what I love to do, which is my podcasting, my sportscasting. So I'm going all in with it. And there are a few materials that I need. some for my health, some for my studio. So again, if any of you all can help out while I'm on tonight, or what if you hear this on the replay, drop me a cash app at dollar sign Tallman Dr. K50, or you can increase the super chat as well, because I want to turn that into like a monthly income. The super chats, of course, the cash apps will be served as a media purpose, serve an immediate purpose. Mention the super chat. I want to do a monthly subscription, like Patreon, but something I'm creating. I think we got two more chatters filling up the batting order. Barry Little with a $10 super chat for the collection plate. Barry, I thank you so very much. I got my first YouTube payment in June. Missed this month because I didn't make the mark. Now I want to exceed the mark. I want to exceed the mark. Of course, those of you who are partners know that the mark is $100. You make that per month, then you'll get a payment from YouTube. I want to exceed that every single month. Barry Little dropped something for the collection plate. I appreciate it. Nightfall Drop says, congrats and thanks for sticking with us. Lost my mom to stage 4 cancer last year. Well, Nightfall, 3 years ago, I lost my mom to colon cancer. And in 2007, I lost my dad to prostate cancer. Believe me, it was knocking on my door and I was next, but wasn't gonna let it happen. All right, let's get down to business, shall we? There is I didn't get a chance to review the original video from the German woman who went in. I hadn't had a chance to download it. I just caught what BGS reviewed from that and the video that went viral, but I also caught BGS's review of what I'm about to review tonight, and I'm going to interject a lot of me into this conversation. Why, you ask? Because I need to show y'all, if you haven't seen her already. Well, I got to find it first. I need to show y'all who my Dr. K is. And you all will hear me refer to Dr. K a whole lot because Jody, aka Dr. K, is my everything. And she has been for the last 6 years. She has especially been my everything when my battle with blood clots in both my lungs and cancer began. And it was not easy. It was not an easy trek. It's still, some days it's not an easy trek because I know I have to eat better. I have to drink better. I have to kill the caffeine habit. And beginning Thursday, which is a new month, August 1st, I'm going to kill it cold turkey. I try my best to kill it cold turkey. And one thing I found out about myself is when I get stressed or when I get emotional, I eat a lot. And I drink a lot of caffeine, and I'm trying to kill both of those with one stone. And I'm getting a lot of encouragement from you guys. I appreciate you so very much. All right.
What a week. And
Let's
I know we all woke up to
hold it. I didn't cue her proper. I didn't cue her properly. I didn't get a chance to make a backdrop for when the for when the phone is in portrait form yet. I will work on it. All right. Many of you know who this beautiful lady is. So, yeah, we are very close to being brothers. And you're right, Nightfall, comfort eating. I'll talk more about that a little bit later. AB Media is in the house. He is officially batting 6th for us tonight. But you all have seen who this woman is. I will play her introduction.
Oh boy, what a weekend. I know we all woke up to my face on your newsfeed, which actually is a good thing. And it all happened because there is this one video that has went viral. Today I'm going to respond to a couple of reaction videos. And as you guys know, a lot of them are good, but the majority coming from women, of course, are bad. Are we surprised at the insults? No. Are we surprised at the name calling? No. Are we surprised that some women are triggered? No. Why?
No.
Because they're the problem, not me. Before I get into the first clip, I do want to address and make it clear one more time that I never attacked black women. I never attacked any woman. I never said anything against black women. I don't even understand where all this hate towards me is coming from.
And I don't understand where all the hate is coming from either, because I've gotten a lot of it. And now that I found the picture that I needed, did I download it already? Oh, you know what? I got it in the wrong section. Let me try this again. I need to show you guys something and why I've chosen this to review. Now, I've spoken about my Jody before and how beautiful inside and out my wife is. But for those of you that don't get the idea, bingo. This is the reason, and you can tell the very, very big difference of why I'm getting a lot of hatred. I will continue to get a lot of hatred, and I don't really care about all the hatred that's going to come my way, come Jody's way, and my family's way. I will say this to people who will watch this later, and I know there are many people who will. You can say whatever you want about me, okay? I don't mind the insults. The insults bothered me once upon a time. I don't mind them anymore. However, you insult my wife or my children, you got a foot in your ass a coming. And it may be the legal version, it may be the physical version, but it's definitely going to be at least the verbal version. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody wages war nobody attempts to get to me through the desecration and the slander and the libel of my wife. Nobody does that. I had a couple people say something to me already about how my wife looks, and Jody's told me, baby, it's okay. No, 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 no. You never, ever, I don't care how pissed off you are at the person, you handle it man to man. You don't go after another person's family, whether it be verbal, physical, emotional, or whatever. And I will say to the people again, and you heard this right from my mouth, you can say whatever you want about me. You speak ill about my wife, we have a problem. Let's go.
I do have an explanation, but that's a different story. But as far as today, get ready, sit back, relax, because I will be cooking, roasting, stirring and frying, and eating these broads up one more time.
Here's one of my favorite drinks. And as the late great Bob Barker said, best on an early playing of hurdles on The Price is Right, I am going to take my starter's pistol and I shall say, on your mark, get set.
Let's go.
This video is dedicated to that German woman who's on the internet in black women's business. First of all, you're stupid.
Now, why would she want to be in your business as quick as you put that bite in your mouth? Disclaimer, I have been seen on air. I've been seen eating on air myself, so I can't talk too much about it. But in this case, I can and I will.
Stupid.
That is so childish.
I'm smiling already. Let's continue.
I don't give a how many valid points that German woman had, or if she was
See, right
right or wrong.
Right there is where I'll begin my response. When she said, I don't care how many valid points, you can stop your sentence right there, because you took every piece of validity and every piece of your argument out of your brain. Every piece of it, by saying that sentence right there. which you all know a lot of bullshit's gonna follow.
She don't get a chance to speak on black women.
Oh, why not? Y'all spoke on her. I think it's absolutely right and fair that she returns the favor. And so am I.
But here is the hard truth.
While some of you didn't believe me when I was talking to you about German women and their love for black men, I already knew I had him because there was simply no competition out there for me. I was not loud. I was not screaming. I was not trying to, be louder than him. I didn't
Was not loud, was not screaming, was not trying to be louder than him. Let me repeat those three things. Was not loud, was not screaming, was not trying to be louder than him. As far as black women goes, fastball, strike one, curveball, strike two, knuckleball, you're out.
interrupt them because
That's my bike, punk!
You got knocked the
Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh?
No. Get off your ass and get in this car, boy. I don't know why you come down here messing with.
What's the point of your video?
Now, for those of you who have had the opportunity to listen to my morning show, Snowman in the Morning, y'all know I am a huge, huge Street Fighter fan. You heard in that video, I will add a tiger uppercut along with it.
Yo, don't you got a man? You trying to be a pick-me?
No, she's not trying to be a pick-me stupid because she's already chosen. Are you?
Pick me?
Who you trying to be a pick-me to?
I believe she's trying to be a pick-me on a daily basis to her husband. Let me say that again. I believe that on a daily basis, she's trying to be a pick-me and is a pick-me to her husband. Which my response is, while you are laying in bed, eating whatever you can lay your hands on, where's yours?
Insult after insult coming from a woman who is laying in her bed eating olives. Not even fixed right. But I'm
Ouch.
You're out. You're out. Yeah.
I think that's how I'm going to respond to the black women in this video from now on while she cooks.
understand, as the great Kevin Samuels said, the characteristics of a low-value woman are insult, guilt, shame, and the need to be right. And
Shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. What do we call that in baseball terms? That would be called a grand slam.
what did we see in these past couple of seconds? Exactly that.
Kevin?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
Derek Myrie, what's going on, my friend? Thanks for coming in tonight. If y'all can, as I said, Barry Little with another 5 on the super chat collection plate. I thank you. He says if they don't want their business out there, they should keep it off TikTok.
Tiger uppercut!
Nothing but facts there. For you see, what I have found, especially in the 21st century, and especially since I followed my dad's advice, actually, I'll tell y'all that story. When I was going through hell, when I was going through absolute hell, my dad sat me down and said, Brian, I'm going to give you a simple choice when it comes to the community. Get out or get the hell out. I chose option C. I got the fuck out. Kevin?
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
And to be perfectly honest, from my standpoint, and I know a few will agree with me, these black women in the 21st century are nothing but Cole, help me.
Ready? And pull! Trace!
There. That will take care of that. Now, this next one here, I'm going to warn you. Not only is the German woman going to cook, and I'd love to have her for an interview. I know Jeremy Hill already did. I'm going to reach out to him to see if I can duplicate it and do right by her and by Jeremy. Jeremy's a very dear friend down in Houston, Texas. But I am going to chip in and respond as well. I'll keep this up here. If y'all can help via Cash App, it would totally be appreciated. Now with this one here, Chris Bass, I start with you.
What in the all types of blue hell
is this? Didn't hear me? Let me do it again.
What in the all types of blue hell
is this? As much as it's going to pain me, let's find out.
I've been tagged in this video multiple times. And initially, I wanted to make notes.
You actually made notes? You actually made notes. You actually picked up a pen, put some paper down in front of you, or had the thought therein to pick up a pen and a piece of paper and make notes. Again, Chris.
What in the all types of blue hell?
You're right, Nightfall Drop. Grand, it is, get out the rye bread and mustard, Grandma. It is grand salami time. A shout out to Rick Riz, the fabulous radio voice of the Seattle Mariners, and the original Mariners voice who originated the phrase, the late great Dave Niehaus. Let's move.
Because it's a lot, right? It's a whole lot. So I thought, well, I can sum it up for you.
Is anybody else afraid of how she's going to sum this up besides me? Is anybody else afraid you're going to get one of those?
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Kind of reactions? Yeah, okay, let's move.
In under 5 minutes. The main point.
Breathe, gentlemen. Breathe, ladies and gentlemen. Breathe. Oh, dear God.
Actually, the two main points. But the first main point, if you start your video by labeling your husband average, you have lost every decency and respect from my side.
I'm actually glad I don't have decency and respect from your side, considering the fact that you haven't shown any in your first 2 seconds on the air. Idiot. By the way,
you fool!
Let's continue. Oh, if y'all like the sound effects, please help me out with some Cash Apps and some super chats, because I'm really trying to get back on my feet and help my wife get back on her feet as well, so she didn't have to shoulder all of the financial load. I've always made that clear. I will continue to make that clear because I want to help my family. And any help I can get tonight or throughout the course of the week, because I got more cooking, will be wonderful. Let's go.
And I know I'm not the only person that sees it this way, because
you are the only person that sees it this way, because you have nothing but blinders on, you dummy.
Woman, I don't know where you came from, but I see that you have tattoos on your fingers, and on your YouTube channel, you got your middle finger in the air and using that as a profile picture. I'm actually happy that I don't have your respect, because that would mean that you and I are on the same level, and honey, trust me, we are not. And what
anybody remember a slugger by the name of Frank Thomas, aka the Big Hurt? I think that home run just happened.
When I say average man, I mean, yes, an average man, he deserves respect too. Yes, an average man, he doesn't have to come with a six-pack, making 6 figures, having a net worth, having a network. He doesn't have to be in my life, bringing all of these things. Still, an average man will deserve and will have my respect.
Bam. No, say it correctly. Bam! I have to be careful because my wife's sleeping right now after a long day. But I am what many consider average. No, let me say it truthfully for all the guys in the chat because y'all like it when I come real and let me come as real as I can. A lot of black women would consider me average and turn away from me. My wife of now 5 years says the two simplest words: be yourself. Be yourself. Is that an African pendant around her neck? Man, that's a good question. And it's a question I don't want an answer to. I really, really don't. Terrell Boxley sent me $5 on the Cash App, and I appreciate that. I'm hoping there will be more so I can continue to help myself and my family out as we go along. Continuing with the roasting session.
You need to learn these things. Why do you expect a man to bring all of these things to the table when you don't even look feminine?
Panic boom! Panic boom! Panic boom!
Listen, you women, you need to learn from me.
Feel the heat burning you up, ready or not. Little old school for you. And I cannot carry a tune to save my life, but that one just hit me.
I'm here trying to show you how to do it, but you're too busy attacking me, turning around saying I'm attacking you.
And then to
Come on!
In other words, she just told you,
I'm the juggernaut, bitch!
sit down here and tell the world how you did not compete because there was no competition, when in reality the black woman is and has always been and will always be the blueprint. And
Are you kidding me?
Paul Allen, one more time.
Are you kidding me?
nobody, and I say this from the bottom of my heart, will ever understand your husband's living reality better than a black woman.
Wrong. I've been happily married for 5 years to my beautiful wife, Jody, who ain't a black woman, by the way. And she and I began our relationship by having conversations about being an interracial couple. She's shown me things from her side. I've shown her things from mine. She taught at Indiana State University for a little while and really got, let's just say, she's always been knee deep in diversity. She's always been knee deep in knowing who is around her and knowing her surroundings. Okay? Okay.
And that's on that. There is nothing to argue here.
I got plenty to argue. As a matter of fact,
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
oh, you want me to say it again?
That is blasphemous. That is blasphemous. How dare you? How dare you say such a thing?
And I don't care how many delusional points you bring up, how many fucking fruit bowls and drinks you serve your husband. That's the reality of it all.
So what's wrong with a fruit bowl? So what's wrong with a fruit basket? You know how many times Jody brought me a fruit bowl to start the day? Sometimes when you get around these people, I just think,
I think I just broke my chair.
and then sometimes I knew you'd catch it, Nightfall. One of my favorite songs of all time, Some Like It Hot by Robert Palmer and the Power Station, baby. I had that on tape and I wore that song out. Let's continue.
And you just proved the entire point.
Hell no.
Because nowhere did you mention emotional intelligence.
Let me Finish.
Nowhere did you mention growth. Nowhere did you mention companionship. Nowhere did you mention soulmates. No.
I don't think she had to mention it, considering the fact she has one. Every characteristic you just said, she has already in her husband. And Chance Rogers, I hope this answers your question. That's my beautiful wife, Jody. The picture on the left is the first picture we ever took 6 years ago. And on the right was from our wedding day. Continuing.
Nowhere did you mention deep love. What you mentioned is
repeating my sentence. She doesn't have to mention any of it except to her husband.
a fucking fruit ball and a drink.
So what's wrong with a fruit bowl and a drink? I bring a fruit bowl to my wife. She brings a fruit bowl to me. What's the fucking problem?
Look at that face. Everyone just look at that face. These women are really mad and I still don't understand why. I know I keep saying this, but that's really because I don't get it. They're the ones who are always mentioning black women. They're the ones who are always saying, you're attacking black women. Maybe I'm not. I don't have one single reason to. And I understand where this woman is coming from when she is saying you haven't mentioned anything about deep love, companionship, being a soulmate. And I'm gonna just tell you, yes, I have. I have plenty of videos, but the proof is in the pudding. I've been married for 15 years, so there's something obviously that I'm doing right.
The proof is in the pudding. I have been married for 15 years. Listen to that sentence again. The proof is in the pudding. I have been married for 15 years. For me, the proof is in the pudding. I've been married to my beautiful Dr. K for the last 5 years. We've been together for 6. Okay? And I know some of these people out there that look at this and want to roast her uncontrollably think,
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
But I don't. Sometimes they just, sometimes they also think,
I like my meatballs spicy.
let's move.
Okay, but at the end of the day, this goes to show you that not a lot of women go to the source of where this clip came from, which is my channel, research my content, and then figure out, wait a minute, there are some false accusations that are being about this woman.
Could you say that again for those of us in the cheap seats at old Chicago Stadium?
I've been married for 15 years, so there's something obviously that I'm doing right.
Can you say that again? And Nightfall Drop, this is for you. For those of us in the cheap seats at old Candlestick Park.
Okay, but at the end of the day, this goes to show you that not a lot of women go to the source of where this clip came from, which is my channel, research my content, and then figure out, wait a minute, there are some false accusations that are being about this woman.
Because that would involve work. And a lot of black women don't want to put in the work. They just see a couple of videos parroted and then think,
I'm a human being. God damn it. My life has value.
And you're right, Nightfall. It's called reciprocity. It's called reciprocity. I said it wrong. Forgive me. It's called reciprocity. Why don't you learn the lesson?
She doesn't even stand for all of this. These women hear what they want to hear and run with it.
Did I not just say that? Well, she said it well before me. I understand that. But did I not just say that a moment ago? They hear what they want to hear and they think, woo-hoo! I got something I can run with that will make our point. The sound I'm looking for says...
So I'm watching that video with that German girl
talking and comparing herself and talking about competition when it comes to black women and black men. And I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like,
is it me? I gotta know something. For all the baseball fans in the house tonight, is it me? Or do they constantly lay a fat ass fastball right over the plate? Did I miss something?
what the was the reason? Who are you in competition with?
Apparently you, since you're triggered by it, stupid.
Because I don't see any videos made by any black woman thinking about you.
What? Hold on. Can we hear that again? Let me wait a minute. Let me find the right spot here. Can I hear that again?
When it comes to black women and black men, and I just want to know what was the reason, sis? Like, what the was the reason? Who are you in competition with? Because I don't see any videos made by any black woman thinking about you.
You're in the process of making one, you dumbass.
We mind our business, literally. We are
No, you don't.
over here minding our business.
No, you're not. Because if you were minding your business, stuff like this wouldn't get to you. If you were doing what you were supposed to do, then stuff like this wouldn't get to you. Capiche?
And worrying about what we need to do either for ourselves or for our community. And y'all are all
Hadouken! Hadouken!
For ourselves and for our community. Gentlemen, is there something missing in that? Am I wrong to think that there's something missing in that community? Am I wrong here? Am I wrong?
always attacking black women.
Strike 3, you're out.
Our names stay in your mouth.
Again.
No. And I repeat, no.
Where is the attack? But as long as somebody feels attacked, feels like they are a victim, they are holding grudges all the time, these people are going to be aggressive, uptight, they're going to be argumentative and negative. Oh, did I just describe the last woman that you were with?
Yep. And what's the word I'm looking for? Yep. Been there.
Well, there's only one reason for that. A lot of women love to play victim, which is the reason why they're just so quick to say, oh, I'm traumatized. I just don't get the attention anymore that you used to give me. I don't know what to do anymore. I have been diagnosed with, I'm bipolar. I don't know what to do. That's just who I am. You gotta help me to uplift my spirits. No, he doesn't. And let me remind you of one thing. It was not us foreign women who started making videos about American women being like this, being like that. As soon as the Passport Bro movement has arisen, it was American women who came out and said that these men are leaving the countries to be predators and to go be with women who are uneducated, who don't speak English, and who just want the green card. So honestly, and being very objective, the attacks are coming from somewhere else. We are never been the ones who are attacking you.
Oh. Yeah, which has a lot of black men I know saying,
Get me out of here!
Oh, so this video right here got you sisters bothered.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
No, it ain't.
And even some of y'all agree with the message. Y'all just saying she doesn't have the right to deliver the message because she isn't a black woman? Where was this energy when y'all thought Ben Horowitz said black women are for billionaires? Where was this energy when Cynthia G allowed a white man to come on her panel and disrespect black men? Y'all loved her for that. Where was this energy when that black woman got on the internet talking about she wouldn't date American black men? Y'all agree with her. Y'all said we was cheap. Y'all said we didn't know how to date. Y'all made it seem like we was bums. But when y'all see that there's other women all over the world that will appreciate us, y'all be bothered. Make this shit make sense. Where was this energy when y'all allow every race on this earth to disrespect Kevin Samuels, a black man?
Everything that man said was true. And do you see the difference in the tone of voice, the energy? That's how a lot of men operate. They don't scream on top of their lungs. They don't operate. That's just not what they do. And just looking at some women celebrating Kevin Samuels' death, that just tells you a lot about women. I mean, let's just look at it objectively. Somebody's son died, brother, uncle, teacher of millions of people. And you have women celebrating someone losing their life. That is so insane.
Hi there, Puerto Rican woman.
Brace yourself. I can just take a look at this and go,
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
take a look at that face, y'all. Gentlemen, brace yourself.
From America. Yeah. I see you got yourself a black man. Congratulations.
Yeah, and you don't.
You know why? Because by default, black men always treat women that are not their race differently.
Get me out of here!
Get off my lawn.
God damn!
First, her response.
Oh, siempre es culpa del hombre. Translate into, it's always Jermaine's fault. So
A swing and a smash. Base hit to left. Podsetnik scores. Iguchi behind him. 2-run single for Paul Konerko. Love it.
I guess it's the man's fault now that he wants to date outside of the US. I don't even think that what she said is true. I know it's not true, and from the way she said it, you can clearly see that these women are out here on the internet saying things and they don't even understand what they are saying.
You ain't lying, Nightfall. You ain't lying.
If it makes sense or it doesn't. They're just trying to go along with whatever is trending right now. And honey, instead of you being on the internet saying something that doesn't make any sense, you should go to the gym because that would make a lot more sense for you. Okay.
What? Much.
Damn.
Yahoo!
Damn. Just damn. And I'm glad you like that Bill Paxton drop.
Okay, so next one.
I guarantee you.
Now, when you hear a sentence begun in that way, you want to think,
Who in the blue hell are you?
and you also want to think, here we go.
The man that she has, that she's over here talking about, I cook and I clean, and clean is a stretch. A stretch.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Man, once again.
Who in the blue hell are you?
Matter of fact, Chris.
What in the all types of blue hell?
I almost want to stop right here, but I want to get through the entirety of the video before I respond again.
Stretch. If we've learned anything.
First of all, why are you making a response with a child in the background? Don't you know how impressionable? I'll stop my question because we all know the answer to that.
From these internet streets, clean is a stretch.
Tiger uppercut. Holy on smoke.
I won't even say anything to that.
That man is, I guarantee you, is not a quality man.
Who the fuck says? Matter of fact, who the shall I say it? I'll say it. Who the fuck are you to judge? You fool! You look like that wig on your head took a couple of
Tiger uppercut.
And you flopped it on. Flop being the operative word. Let's go.
I promise you.
See, that right there eliminates you.
To allow the woman that you are with to disrespect, discredit, talk down to women in your family, not even just black women as a whole.
She didn't say anything about black women.
Where is the disrespect in my message? The only thing that I find disrespectful in her clip is her wig. And as far as my husband and you saying that he's a low quality man, honey, I am sure that he would be a low quality man in your eyes. You know why? Because he would not put you on a pedestal. He would snatch that wig off of your head and say, wear your natural hair, woman. He would not take care of your child. He would not pay your bills. Instead of that, he would hold you accountable.
Thank you, Paul Allen.
But some modern Western women really don't like a man to be masculine. They don't like...
What? Say that. Of course, I got a 2-foot smile on my face.
Woman. He would not take care of your child. He would not pay your bills. Instead of that, he would hold you accountable. But some modern Western women really don't like a man to be masculine.
Once again, Paul Allen.
They don't like a man who is self-aware, who has confidence, and especially they don't want a man who looks good, because then these women would have to compete for that man.
And they don't want to compete. Hell, to be perfectly honest, there was no competition when Jody happened along. She caught me when I was falling into an abyss. As I often told the story, she raced the clock and saved my life when I met her 6 years ago. And we're coming up on the anniversary of that.
Which they will never, ever do. So, yes, honey, my husband is a low quality man. You're right. He is.
About this.
Let's go.
Because of what this woman said, girl, I don't give a damn about what she's talking about.
Now, I already know the answer to this. So I am saying my next question purely as a joke. Who the fuck is this on my screen? I already know the answer to that. Dear God in heaven, I know the answer to that already. And that's unfortunate that I do.
I don't give a damn.
Apparently you do give a damn, since you're making a response video, dummy.
Her marriage. Everything she does for this man is a trauma response.
Hold up. Time out. Time the bloody hell out. That answer right there.
Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
A trauma response? Okay. Prove it.
I don't want to be in a relationship like that. So
You're not in a relationship at all. Next.
I'm definitely happy for her. And
no, you're not. Because if you were truly happy for her, Yanni, you would do something that would require you to, I don't know, keep your mouth closed.
no, there is no competition. None at all.
Yeah, and it frightens you, doesn't it?
Everything that she talks about is a trauma response.
You haven't proven your point yet.
To what this man did or what he went through prior to meeting him.
Okay, did I miss something? A trauma response? How? Bugs.
This you gotta see to believe.
And she has to overcompensate for that.
Overcompensate? I'll repeat my question. No, I'll repeat my statement.
This you gotta see to believe.
That is not something that I want to do in a relationship.
Because you can't compensate at all, let alone overcompensate. That is obvious.
I would like a man that comes fully worked on.
And there it is. And there it is. Fully worked on, which means he worked on himself without you. Fully put together, which means he put himself together without you. Fully done, which means he put himself together without you. Which makes you say all kinds of,
That's all I can stand, cause I can't stand no more.
and yet here you are flapping your jaws, whatever's left of them, if they haven't been gaped open, saying what this woman's husband doing is a trauma response? Do you even know what a trauma response is? I take that back. You are one.
Meaning, those may have been his earlier experiences, but he has worked on himself to move past those things to where I don't have to overextend to ensure that he is at peace, that he is content within our relationship. I would like for him to have.
That ain't an overextension, you dumbass. That's just her being a wife, making sure her husband is at peace, like you said a moment ago. That's not an overextension. Jody has done that for me, and I for Jody for the last 6 years. So it's a trauma response to be a husband to his wife. So it's a trauma response for her to be a wife to him. How much trauma have you gone through, Yanni? That's my first question. My next question is, have you even dealt with it? A trauma response? Charles?
That's terrible.
A trauma response. Jeez.
Have that contentment on his own. I would like for him to have that peace on his own.
If you're asking him to have that peace on his own, you're basically telling him that you're basically telling him that he is alone. Natasha Vincent's in the house with us here from the Algo, just watching. But nice to meet you and thank you. Much has been said about the German lady, but this is the first time I've seen her thanks to you. Well, thank you, Natasha. Thank you very much, Natasha. Where are you watching and or listening from so I can shout you out properly? Same to the folks in the chat. I want to give you all a proper shout out here. Let me continue.
I don't want to have to give him those things because that takes away from me.
Right. It's a
Huh?
Did or what he went through prior to meeting him.
Huh?
And she has to overcompensate for that. That is not
Canada. What part of Canada? What province and city are you in, my dear?
something that I want to do in a relationship.
Because it would require you to work. It would require you to bust your ass to keep your man. It would require you to create a peaceful household for both of you. That way he can return the peace to you when you have a stressful day or period of time. You know how stressed my wife has been for the last 3 years? Because I've been laying in a hospital somewhere? You know how much she does to still make it peaceful for me? She allows me to chase my dream as a broadcaster. She allows me to chase my sportscasting dream, build my company, and she's chasing her dreams as well. And then, you know, the one thing that Jody does for me, she allows me to support her. Montreal, the former home of the Expos, the current home of the Montreal Canadiens, and the home of the, let me get this right, Montreal Alouettes. Yes, I'm a sports nerd. I can't help it. But welcome to you, Natasha, and thanks for chiming in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and if you can, drop us a super chat or a Cash App right here to help build the channel and help build some content. And we appreciate you joining us. Let's move.
I would like a man that comes fully worked on, meaning he is at peace, that he is content within our relationship. I would like for him to have that contentment on his own.
How do you know he has that contentment on his own when he married you? Isn't that supposed to be a part of it? Isn't that supposed to be what a couple does? Provide peace for each other? Am I wrong here? Did I say something wrong? Huh? Did I say something incorrect? Y'all let me know. Did I say something incorrect at that? Because I can't tell you how many times Jody has provided peace for me when I've gone through hell, and I for her when she's gone through hell, be it a bad day, a bad week, a bad period of time. Some days she could be just totally depressed. I may not be around her 24/7, okay? And she may be at work going through a horrible day. I'll send her a text message saying, hey, I miss you. I'm thinking about you. Isn't that providing peace for your mate? Right on all accounts, sir. You're definitely a sports fan. I don't see the super chat button slide. Canada doesn't have Cash App yet, unfortunately. Here, let me try this. Here, Natasha, try that. And yes, I am a sports nerd and I can't help it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm a sports nerd. I can't help it. Olympic Stadium, the Montreal Forum, Percival Molson Field. I got something in the works called the Snowman Stadium Tour, and I'll tell you all about that before I sign off, where I want to see every stadium in North America. I want to see every stadium in North America, including Percival Molson Stadium. And for Nightfall, I want to see BC Place and the Grey Cup. That's one of the events I've always wanted to see.
I would like for him to have that peace on his own. I don't want to have to give him those things because that takes away from me.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Do you know how many times I have heard that?
You know how many times I have heard that?
Anyway, that is one of the problems. This woman said that she wants her man to come fully worked on, so she doesn't have to invest too much time and effort and energy because it's taken away from her. So whatever you do, gentlemen, that takes away from a woman, she's not gonna be there for it. Which means that these women that just want you to bring certain things into their lives, but when it's time for them to bring something into your life, whether if it's peace, a new diet, or whatever you can imagine a woman could bring into your life, they're not there for it.
Let me pose a question, and I want the gentleman to answer this. You all have seen a picture of my wife now. If it was the opposite, would she have been there for me during my cancer battle? I'll let you think about it as we continue.
Which is the reason for why all of these women are single. Because they have the type of attitude, whatever doesn't benefit me, whatever takes away from me, has to stay away from me. All right, everybody, that was enough negativity for now. Let's focus on a couple of valuable content creators who I admire, who I respect, and who I highly appreciate, who looked at the whole situation and my message objectively instead of listening with their emotions. You ready? Let's go.
That German lady got on this here internet and said that she found an average black man that she introduced femininity and care and nurture to because he had never seen it.
I'll stop there with the playing of this video and I will tell my Jody story. Everything she just said a moment ago. I had never seen it. I had never seen it. I have now. And the last 6 years have been wonderful. The last 6 years have been amazing. Do we have ups and downs? Absolutely. She's been sick. I've been sick. Hell, I've been sick the last 3 years. But to have her come through that door, you know, give me a little scratch on the head, a peck on the cheek, and a little pull in my ear. You know how comforting that is for a man? You know how comforting it is for this man? I'm not giving that up. What I know what to do when she's all tensed up. You know, I brush her hair. I play with her hair. I play with her ears. I give her a massage. You know, one of the biggest things Jody does for me, she makes me laugh. She makes me laugh. I'll tell you the story of how I met her because we're coming up on that anniversary, like I said, a little while ago. September 1st, 2018, I was in Chesterton, Indiana, and I was doing a football game, doing play-by-play for a football game. And I don't know what possessed me to want to call her that day and hear her voice while I'm doing the game. And I wanted her to be I wanted to do something different. I wanted to stand out. Not the usual, hi, how are you? What are you up to? What's your day like? And things like that. No. What does crazy ass do here? I opened this phone, I put it in my headset. And the moment I heard her giggle after I did a play-by-play sequence, I was a goner. I was done. I was like, this is it. This is my person. She is it for me. She has been it for me. She has blessed me with a wonderful family and 6 of the best years of my life. And she does little things like I'll give it a couple weeks ago. I was gonna run out and grab a snack. I was gonna run out and grab a snack. And Jody calls me and says, "Are you hungry?" Well, yeah. Okay. You want to meet me for dinner? Hell yeah. Where am I meeting you? Let's do Qdoba. You're on. I turned that car right around and flew to Qdoba. Time with her is so precious to me. Moments, minutes, days, weeks, years, 6 of them, months, years, like I said. Every moment that I have with my Jody has been a blessing and will continue to be as such. She and I are always going to go through our ups and downs. Always. We know that. We know that because we are planning to move. We are planning to get our businesses started. I mean, she's going after her doctorate. And I already told her I'm the biggest pom-pom cheerleader when you get your doctorate, and I can officially call you Dr. K. She's my biggest cheerleader, and I'm hers. Period. Let me say that again for those of y'all on the cheap seats at good old Candlestick Park in San Francisco. Since the day I met her, she's been my biggest cheerleader. She gives me shit about my team being the 49ers. I give her shit about her team being the Colts, to the point where one of the rules in the house is the answer is always the Colts. Doesn't matter what I'm talking about on the air. Could be the Stanley Cup final. Hey, who's going to win? Colorado Avalanche or Montreal Canadiens? She'll walk by me and go, you know the answer is the Colts, right? Have me in a fit of giggles. She'll have me in a fit of laughter. That is one of the biggest things that Jody does for me. And that is one of the biggest things that women should be able to do for their men, and vice versa, is provide that one little fit of laughter that just gets you. Find the person that gets you. Jody gets me. I mean, I'll tell you another funny story. A couple weeks ago, we went to Kentucky, had a day out of the house. And I had been struggling sitting in my wheelchair. So she finds this big, fat, blue leather, comfortable chair, bring it in the house. I set the ottoman, I set the footstool up under my desk. 10 minutes later, I'm passed out. She comes and gives me a back rub on my shoulder, and she gives me a shoulder rub, and she says, well, you like your present? Yeah. But that's what Jody does for me. That's what she's always done for me. That's what a wife should always do for her husband. And that's what a husband should always do for his wife. Like I said, the first thing I can point to about Jody is her magnificent, crazy ass sense of humor. Because she'll find something that will just have me cracking up. I think I may do an episode tomorrow on Jody and just show y'all through pictures and maybe some video that we took when we went on vacation last year, and some that we went on a little mini vacation this year, of how she just gets me and I her. All right, my time is up. I love you guys so very much. I thank you for coming in tonight. I thank you for all of the super chats that came in. And thank you to Natasha Vincent. Wait, let me put the cartoon voice. I thank you to Natasha Vincent from Montreal joining us this evening. Thank you to Nightfall Drop, I should say. Who else am I thinking? The Inspired Truth broadcast, who dropped a super sticker. I thank you for that. Yeah, Chance, she's it for me. Oh Lord, it's Otto. Oh my gosh. Barry Little, you stupid, but I love you. I love you. I love you all for coming in tonight, hopping on, even if it's just for a few moments. Derek Myrie, I hope I said that right, came on earlier. Barry Little has been here since the stream began. RC with us as well, says hello and salute to the Snowman. Salute to you, RC. Salute to you, RC, for just being there. AB Media 83, salute to you as well for being a very dear friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate you all. Chaos Rain, I appreciate you. Adric, who led off tonight, led off the messages tonight. I appreciate you all, and I will be back here tomorrow. And I think I'm just going to spend an hour talking about Jody and have y'all ask me anything you want to know about me or about Jody and what we do. My time is up. Thanks, everybody. Good night.